Waking up to some chilly temperatures, but it won't last long. My forecast will warm up and rain on.
You're watching WCVB, Boston's news leader. Good morning. This is News Center 5 Eyeopener.
And a good morning to you. It's just after 8:30 on this Sunday, September 27th. I'm Antoinette Antonio.
Reed Lamberty, good to have you with us this morning. Emily Reamer joining us in Philadelphia on the Pope's final day of his historic U.S. trip. We're going to hear from her in just a bit. First, going to check in with Danielle and the forecast.
Reed, Antoinette, good morning. It's a chilly start out there for most folks as with temperatures in the 30s, 37 in Jaffrey, 35 in Orange, 38 degrees right now in Nashville, and even 39. Bedford, 38 in Norwood. So it's a cool start depending on where you live this morning. But as we go through the day, we are going to see temperatures begin to warm up. And on the Cape and South, in fact, here are your high temperatures across the area. Upper 60s Boston, low 70s through Nashville, Lawrence. It's a warm day. The winds are coming out of the south. We should be running around 68 degrees this time of year. So we have mostly sunny skies intact, but we are watching a system down to the south. This is going to bring us some much needed rain. So I have the complete hour-by-hour forecast just ahead. Antoinette?
All right, Danielle, thank you. Pope Francis preparing to wrap up his last day in the U.S. The pontiff rode through Philadelphia last night, waving to thousands of adoring fans lining the streets, hoping to just catch a glimpse of him. This 6-day visit has really been jam-packed, and the Pope's final day in Philadelphia really is no different.
It certainly is. Eyeopener's Emily Reamer joining us live in Philadelphia with the Pope's plans for today. Emily?
A lot of people wondering where all this energy is coming from, right? He's in his 70s, and yet he's kept the schedule day after day, and today is no different. Here's what he's up to this morning. About 9:15 or so, he's going to be meeting with some of the local bishops here in Philadelphia. Then he moves on to a correctional facility. He'll be visiting with inmates there. The Pope then returns to the Festival of Families this afternoon to celebrate a huge outdoor mass, and then at 8 o'clock, he boards that papal plane and heads back to Rome. And you can stay with WCVB for the Pope's Mass. We will carry it here live on our air, online, and of course on our WCVB mobile app, and that coverage begins at 4 p.m. Not too bad there. The Pope treated to a star-studded night at the Festival of Families last night. Singers Aretha Franklin, Andrea Bocelli, both on the stage. Pope Francis rallied the attendees there, focusing on love, faith, and family. He steered clear of politics. The Pope even joking about how family life is not easy, the problems they face despite, of course, being a single man. And Boston native Hollywood actor Mark Wahlberg, he did his part welcoming the Pope. He emceed that Festival of Families.
I feel most blessed today, being on stage with the Holy Father and here with all my fellow Christians. I truly feel like today I could do anything. And I attribute all of my success to my Catholic faith. One of my favorite things.
Wahlberg managed to get a few jokes in about his film roles as he welcomed performers to the stage for the pontiff's visit. So that festival in one section of the city. In another area, there's one spot that's really become a place of hope, a place of healing. There is a sea of white in the courtyard at the Basilica of Saints Peter and Paul. Each of the more than 100,000 strips of cloth is someone's prayer. People write down their struggle, they tie it on, and then they can untie someone else's knot, and that gives them the opportunity to share with another person.
People have to touch the ribbons. They find this place in particular very meditative. They don't want to leave. Just seeing all of these wonderful wishes and prayers, it's overwhelming.
That art installation is a tribute to the painting Mary, Undoer of Knots. And this painting is significant to the pontiff. He says he found strength in this piece, and it helped him recognize the knot in his own life. Now, when this installation is removed, those strips will become part of a residence for homeless people trying to get back on their feet. So the significance will continue on for other people there. Reed, we'll send it back to you in Boston.
Emily, thank you so much. Other news we're following this morning. Tomorrow marking 1 year since a Brockton man was killed by a hit-and-run driver. Donated materials and found volunteers. Collier's brother Andrew helped too, installing this police door with Sean's badge number.
It's something I want to be able to bring my kids to one day and say, I helped build this. This is for your uncle.
The Collier family says the dedication of this playground begins a new family tradition. This is where they'll come to tell children and grandchildren all about Sean.
I hope that they'll be here and that they'll bring their grandchildren here.
In Wilmington, Frank Holland, WCVB News Center 5. New overnight chaos at an outdoor music festival.
The medical issue that may have triggered a stampede of concert goers. And Pope Francis continues his historic trip to the U.S., and some local nuns are joining him. Their trek from Jamaica Plain to Philadelphia, and the tools they're using to get their message across.
Look up the unique show in the sky, the rare phenomenon, and when you'll see it.
A mild warm-up today when the temperatures cool back down and the next chance for rain.
And we want to take you now to live pictures from Philadelphia. This is St. Charles Borromeo Seminary. You see the seminarians there lining up, waiting for Pope Francis to walk through. He will be meeting with bishops later on this morning in about an hour from now. We're continuing to follow the Pope's visit, his last day in the U.S. We'll have more after this.
Lunar eclipse and but then,
feels like
then you can't see it. But
Superman.
you can't see it, and then you can see it even.
Our coverage on the papal visit to the U.S. Pope Francis wrapping up his final day in Philadelphia.
And Emily Reamer is live there once again this morning. Emily, he's proving to be a pope of a different generation.
He certainly is. He's really embraced social media. He's the first pope to take a selfie. He consistently posts on Twitter, and Catholics around the world really following his lead, including a group of Boston nuns who we caught up with here in real life.
Different sisters have Twitter accounts, Instagram. We're trying out Periscope now.
As they navigate the crowds at the World Meeting of Families, the Daughters of St. Paul are not far from their phones taking pictures and posting updates. They have an active presence on social media, more than 3,000 followers on Twitter, more than 4,600 likes on Facebook, and about 800 followers on Instagram.
All of our life is about connecting on a deeper level, on the level of who we really are and whose we really are.
The sisters often post using the hashtag #MediaNuns. They say they're reaching new audiences they can't connect with in person. And despite that lack of real-life connection, it is a valuable tool.
It's a different type of presence.
Here they're using the hashtag Sisters in Philly, and they've been all over at this point. So many other people posting on social media as well, including me. I posted a few pictures on my Twitter page I wanted to share with you real quickly. We found this cutout of Pope Francis in the lobby of our hotel the other day. Selfies encouraged there. Also, a little restaurant was advertising Pope-tato wedges on their signboard on the sidewalk. I love that. And then this hair salon offering a 10% discount on services while the pontiff is in town, advertising "Look Dope" for the Pope. I think that one is probably my favorite. So a lot of advertising here, people getting really creative while Francis is here on this historic trip, really in so many ways. We'll send it back to Boston now. Reed, Antoinette.
Emily, thank you so much. Time now is 8:49. Checking some more stories happening right now.
The police are